Hi there, haven't done a video for quite a time, so I thought we would do one today and look at the devastating effect that fees are going to have on your investment over time. Let's say you're young, you put in $1,000 a month, interest rate is 11, you do it over 40 years, and after that time you should have 27 million Namibian dollars. It sounds like a lot, but remember, in 40 years' time, inflation will mean it won't be so much. But nevertheless, 27 million is very nice. But let's say you go to your financial advisor or your investment company or expert and he or she takes off 1%. Well, unfortunately, instead of 27 million, you will only have 22 million. How did that happen? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 5 million of your money. It's gone to the financial advisor. And if they take 2% in fees, it gets even worse. You're down to 18 million. And of course, if we increase our interest rate, and 11% is really pretty pathetic today, and you'll say to me, well, 11% is quite good. Well, let's just look at a couple of ETFs, exchange traded funds, where you can buy in local currency, in rands, in Namibian dollars, international global shares, and just look at how they've done. And I'm looking over 5 years, not over 1 week or 3 months or 1 year. Let's take a long-term perspective. Over 5 years, and let's take the worst performing one here on this list, which is the Signia ITRIX MSCI World ETF. Basically, you own every share in the world. I'm generalizing, but that's how it works. It did 18.34% in a year. 18.34% a year. Remember, we got 27 million before. How much will we get now? Well, it's so big I can hardly read, but it's a lot of money. It's 185 million, not 27 million, 185 million. So two things. Number one, do you see the difference that 1% in fees makes? And do you see the difference that if you can increase your growth on your investment, how that makes? And of course, you read headlines like today's headline: Nvidia leaps Aramco to become the world's third largest or third most valuable company. And you say to yourself, well, what's that got to do with me? Well, now you realize, because you bought the Signia ITRIX, and you look at the fact sheet to see what you bought, you realize that you are now part of the global industry, and you have bought Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia. So that's one of the reasons why this is doing so well, is you are buying the best shares in the world with things that you use. Alphabet, by the way, is Google. I'm sure you use Google. Meta is Facebook. So with this one singular investment, you've actually bought some of the best shares in the world. Your performance has been pretty good over time. Your growth has been good, and of course your fee, there is a fee because it's an ETF, is very low. It's 0.59%, not 1%, not 3%, not 5%. I was paying 5% at one stage. 0.59%. And there's a little bonus for you as well, because this is a Signia product. Signia seem to like doing that. They will pay you a dividend. So twice a year, in January and in July, you're going to get a little bit back, which you can then reinvest in the ETF, or you can take that money and use it yourself. So again, just to show you, take your compound interest calculator and start seeing the difference that 1% or 3% or 5% that you are paying to your financial advisor is making in your growth.